Hello, welcome back to overview. Um, I'm going to be actually looking at one that I actually worked on, and this month I did. This one was supposed to be just RoboFlamingo and MrUnit64, and they definitely needed help, so they asked me to if I could join in, and I agreed. And I mostly for this build worked on just the effects and lights. Let's go ahead and load in. Before we do that, here's all the mods that we used. The workshop link will be down below if you would like to look at it yourself. But yeah, this is a project that I worked on. I spent about 12 hours on the effects and placing lights alone. It was a massive project, a massive undertaking. I think one day I spent at least 6 hours just making lights and effects. So it was a pretty crazy build. I will say it is a bit laggy and framey. But yeah, it is a super cool build. This is just the big overview of it. It is called Dante's Casino. And the theme is a casino set in hell, which is kind of an interesting theme. I think it's very creative, and I like it a lot. First we'll look at it in day, because I think that'll just be better. Just so you can get an idea of what's going on in this park. One thing that we did do is, if you notice, there are people falling from the sky. We did some save file editing, and by me, I mean Mr. Unit. He did some save file editing and did some magic, and now people will float from the sky and land in the park. They will never come out the actual park gates. This is how they actually get into the park, which is kind of funny. It's kind of a interesting way for the guests to get in. But yeah, so you got the gates of hell going down into the casino, and yeah, you got some roads and like cars and everything. Got some very nice signs. This coaster is actually pretty fun to build. I love the top hats, honestly. It was really fun. You got these really cool chips and cards, playing cards. All of these are just made out of some basic shapes, just some roof flats, some hearts, using custom text signs and cuboids. Here we're just using 2 quarters triggable color switches. You got smooth, long egg. And you can see all the pieces that we used here inside all of this. You can see crescents are used a lot here. But yeah, this was a massive build, and it was crazy. So first, I guess we'll start over here. We got this nice little parking area, and I think I really am doing it injustice by keeping it in day. So you got a disco party on top, little like rave party. It's pretty sick. Got a dance floor. Yeah, I really like it. Got these really cool effects here. This is just with this effects controller, which is running about 79 effects, which is this one. And then I think there's one slightly lower, that's another 79, and then there's 5 and 5 for the letters. And I think it looks really sick, especially since it's like sort of a wave. It's a diagonal like shift over. I think it looks really nice. And then you got the nice rows, some lamps. These are just, again, from Parkitect. Parkitect is really amazing. At the tube corners coming in clutch. And yeah, just like switching the effects. These are tube quarters, so they're about that size. Or about, yeah, they're very tiny. And I don't know, I really like having like that amount. It was just a lot, to be honest, but I think it looks a lot better having it with tiny pieces, especially with the curve. It really looks great. Got these Parkitect pieces again, which is the tube corners, and they're just used as basically like curves. Sort of curve your way around. Looks like a sort of string its way around. Got lava pools. The lava pools are just using Invisio and then using Super Hot, renaming it to Super Hot. And you get lava discs, and it looks pretty sick. This is these are also from Sci-Fi Tech. These aren't, these are just regular spheres that are just going along, and these are just like super tiny spheres. Got little lights going all the way around this little plaza area. I don't know what you would call this, but it's some like, I don't know, fountain structure. Either way, it looks really cool. Coming over, I guess, this way, this direction. You got this animated sighting. See if it goes. There it goes. Goes around here, goes through here, turns around and comes up and through there. You also have this little light tunnel that just shifts through all the lights, which I think is really, really cool. And we just used, for the back here, for this glowing part, we used glowing cubes from my shape mod. Here, this was pretty simple. It's nothing too crazy. I think it is this one. Yes, it's this one. And it just goes through the whole thing, and then it starts up again, and it goes from here, and then it goes across. It's just something very simple. The arrows are also very simple as well. This is just one of the arrows. I think it's the right one, yeah. So it's nothing crazy. This one is a bit more crazier. It's just these ones going across, left to right. This one, I don't even remember. Oh, this one is just the side lights going up and down. This one up here was a nightmare to do, though, because this one is the... Basically, if you look, it goes out, and then it radiates out. Sometimes it does break for some reason. I'm not sure why. Let's see if it breaks again. I don't know if it breaks again. No, it doesn't. Okay, yeah, it does work. But basically, the waves will radiate out, and it looks really cool. And then it goes like the... I don't know what you would call that, but the movie lights, I guess. I'm sure there's a name for it. This is just a simple, like, slot machine type thing. Just using the lights to make, like, a little, like, slot machine going by. I think that's really, really cool. This is using rings, triggable switches, and just using them a bunch of times throughout to get that quick and snazzy fly-through, I guess, or trigger. And I think it looks really good. I also forgot to mention there's this white effect that I did here, and there's a launch sequence with the lights, which looks really, really cool. Then you got the devil with the red lighting, and I think that looks really cool. And you also have these lights that sort of follow the train, which I think is cool. And yeah, I don't know, I like it a lot. I think it's a really, really cool build. Coming over here, we got this strongman machine. Got all these little machines, slot machines, and everything everywhere. Bling. As it goes through, and I think this whole area just does really nicely. I also really enjoy the roulette machine. This is what RoboFlamingo did, and yeah, I don't know, I like it. I like it a lot. I like how the coaster just comes around it. It's just really, really clean and really nice. Over here you got some little chip tables. I don't know what you would call these, but either way, it looks very cool, and I love it a lot. Over here, you got some succubuses, succubus. I don't know if there's a plural. But this is what Unit and RoboFlamingo worked on the most. I did not work on these. But yeah, they were pretty cool. They're made out of shapes. Of course, I don't even know what shapes. Just smooth long egg, hemisphere, some wings, and using vine roots as hair, which is pretty clever, I would say. Got some more slot machines, and you also got the floating heads. There are a few glitches of the people falling from the sky, but I think it does the fact that you can deal with people inside the ground. You got chains and little stalactites hanging, and you got chandeliers that RoboFlamingo made. These little, like, really cool skull chandeliers. You got this little bar down here called the sticks. Sticks? I don't know how you say it. They're river sticks. But yeah. Which I really like. I like how the green just sort of goes in between and out. And I really like the ambiance there. Now this is my pride and joy. And it might be broken. But this basically goes through all of the lights. Yeah, so you can see the elevator door opens, then it goes through. And actually, you know what I did? I forgot to turn off the L light. That's probably what it is. But during day, it does work, and it does actually go through the lights, and it like opens up different doors at different times, which I think is really, really cool, and I think it's a really cool effect. And I really, really like that. The slot machines are made out of, I don't even remember. They're made out of signs, some cubes, some glowing cubes inside, and some pole metal small sphere. And then at the very top, you got these effects with this building, this sort of glass building. Got this rainbow effect when it reaches the first top hat. And here's the dance party, of course. But I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else. There's not really a huge amount to say, except for, like, the amount of effects. I will just, like, leave us here with all these effects just going. Yeah, I think right here is a good spot. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this build. I really want to thank RoboFlamingo and MrUnit for allowing me to collab with them. Really, really appreciate it. And yeah, I think spending the amount of time I did on the effects was definitely worth, as much as it might have been, you know, stressful. Well, not stressful, but tiring. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys in the next one. Peace.